On April 11, 1993, history was made at Donington Park, a day when Formula One fans witnessed one of the greatest laps ever driven. It wasn't just about Ayrton Senna's incredible skill, it was a perfect storm of talent, technology, and treacherous weather, all unfolding in a single, unforgettable opening lap. Rain swept across Donington Park that morning, making visibility poor and grip unpredictable. Senna lined up fourth on the grid, behind Alain Prost, Damon Hill, and Michael Schumacher, three titans, in cars considered far superior to Senna's underpowered McLaren. When the lights went out, Senna's getaway was sluggish, and for a moment he actually dropped to fifth, squeezed out by Schumacher and Wendlinger. But what happened next is the stuff of legend. Senna approached Red Gate, the first corner, tucked in close and patiently waited for the tiniest mistake. He was right on Schumacher's tail as they plunged downhill towards the Craner curves. Most drivers would have played it safe on that soaked tarmac, but Senna darted around Schumacher on the outside, showing blistering commitment. In that moment, Senna's command of wet weather was on full display, and he was already up one position. Next, Karl Wendlinger's Sauber stood between Senna and the Williams duo. Senna swept through the old hairpin with supreme confidence, then carried incredible speed towards McLaren's, his car planted, tires finding grip where others found only danger. By the time they reached Coppice, Wendlinger was dispatched. Senna was now in third place. Down Starkey's Straight, Damon Hill tried to keep Senna at bay, but his Williams was no match for Senna's audacity. Senna sliced past Hill, moving into second. Only Prost remained, the man who dominated qualifying in his technological marvel, the Williams FW15C. Approaching the Melbourne hairpin, Senna braked later than Prost, darting to the inside to seize the lead. 4 passes, each one more audacious than the last, all in the space of this single rain-soaked lap. Spectators and commentators knew they were witnessing something extraordinary. Murray Walker called it a race that will live in my memory forever. Imagine the tens of thousands of fans huddled under umbrellas and ponchos, the soaked marshals, the stunned pit crews. No one quite believed what they were seeing. But Senna wasn't done. Judging grip sector by sector, lap by lap, he adapted as the rain waxed and waned. Senna's mastery extended beyond driving. At one point, he even set the fastest lap by darting through the pit lane, legal because there was no speed limit at Donington's pit entry then, and the route was shorter than the standard circuit, a strategic stroke most competitors missed entirely. The race itself was chaotic. Rain fell, dried, and came back again. Senna managed his pit stops perfectly, always one step ahead of Prost's strategy. While Prost pitted 7 times, Senna stopped just 5, maintaining rhythm and control, even as conditions swung wildly from wet to damp and back. Rubens Barrichello, meanwhile, was also making headlines. In his rookie season, starting 12th in his Jordan, Barrichello climbed to 4th on the opening lap, a feat nearly as spectacular as Senna's, and a story that added to the mythos of Donington 93. When the checkered flag fell, Senna had lapped every car in the field except Damon Hill's Williams. He turned the race into a demonstration of what's possible when instinct, skill, and conditions meet perfectly. Commentators dubbed his effort the lap of the gods, a moment so far beyond normal racing it reset expectations for what a driver could achieve. The real magic came in the details. Senna's ability to read the track, sensing where the grip was every sector, his confidence to brake late and seek alternative weather lines for more traction, and his capacity to overtake not just at the prime spots but anywhere a gap appeared, turning Donington's few overtaking zones into a playground for his genius. Decades later, that lap still inspires, and the footage, the voices, the soaked crowd, all remind us of what Formula One can deliver at its absolute peak. Senna taught us it's not just technology, but a driver's will, his feel for the car, the weather, and every rival he faces, that defines greatness. Senna's opening lap at Donington Park remains, to this day, the gold standard of race starts and a benchmark for every young driver who dreams of greatness. It was more than a fast launch. It was art, composed at 150 miles per hour in the worst conditions imaginable by the hands of a true master.